Today, you guys are my entertainment. Welcome in, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. It's raining out there, so I can't do anything. I have to stay in the house, so I thought that we could hang out together. I've got a bunch of new makeup to try today. Let's just play makeup since I can't go out and go hiking. I gotta stay around here. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Most of the new products I'm gonna be trying today are from a company called MITO RED. This is a new company. They're clean. I really like what they're doing. They have beautiful packaging, as you can see. They did send me a selection of their products, so I'm gonna go ahead and give them a whirl today and we can take a look at how we like them. In addition, I have a whole bunch of new favorites that I'm going to be using today just because I'm kind of over the moon about them. If you're new here, I'm so glad you stopped by. I hope you'll consider subscribing while you're here and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you haven't signed up for my email newsletter list, what are you waiting for? It's so fun. It's free. All you have to do is click the link down below. I send out a really cool newsletter every Sunday morning. It includes all the specials and all the deals and all the cool things I found during the week. It's really nice. You'll love it. I'm excited to give this MITO beauty line a try. They sent me a few products. I have a blush, I have a tubing mascara, and I have several lipsticks to try. I'm really excited about that. You guys know how I feel about lipsticks. They're just my deal. One thing I can say, and I haven't tried any of these products, the only thing I did was briefly swatch the blush, is that the packaging is absolutely stunningly beautiful. Look at that. Just gorgeous. So very pretty. This line is, like I said, a clean beauty line, and it contains no ingredients that are going to be disruptors for your endocrine or hormone system. So I'm really a fan of how thoughtful they were about putting this line together. We're going to go ahead and jump right into the makeup today, and as always, all products that I use and mention today will be listed and linked below, so super easy for you to find. And with that, let's hop into it. I don't know what's going on with my hair today, you guys. If things start poking out, just tell me and I'll tuck them back in. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be using some products today that are new crushes for me, and I actually have quite a few. It's been so fun to find great beauty products that are really special. The first one is this NYX, the Marshmallow Primer. Have you tried this? This is so good. Really do love it. It comes out a little bit whipped like you would expect from something called a marshmallow primer. Feels hydrating on the skin, just really luscious. I love the fact that it's a drugstore price primer that really works very, very well. Feels like skincare going on. Leaves just a little bit of a tacky finish so that your makeup really sticks onto it. So I am thrilled with this. If you haven't tried it and you're looking around for a primer, I can tell you my experience has been really good. I'm going to use my Beauty Pie Under Eye Genius. This is my under eye corrector. Still madly in love with this one. I also did my eyebrows before I got on camera. I do have an eyebrow gel from Merit, but I wanted to go ahead and lay down some color. Today I used the LA Girl Brow Bestie. Let me see if I can find it. It's right here. I really like how quickly this fills in my brows. For eyeshadow primer today, I'm going to use a Nebulyft. I kind of have a little crush on this. This is not a new product. This is a MAC paint pot. These have been around, gosh, for probably, 2 decades, 20 years or something, maybe less, but a long, long time. A lot of people have been using this for quite a while as an eyeshadow primer, and I finally picked up the color Painterly. That's what this is, and I tried it. Love it. It really does a nice job of covering up the veining and discoloration on my lids and prepping my eyelids for eyeshadow. So I'm really a fan of this. I think the price point is great. This will last forever. And you can see that it really does cover up all the discolorations and veinings on my lids. It really does lay down a nice base. I'm a fan of this for a primer. Today I'm going to work on complexion first, which I usually don't do. I usually do my eyes first, but I'm going to do a very simple eye look today. And I have a mascara from Merit that I want to try out, so that'll be a little bit later. I'm going to go ahead and jump into foundation now and use the L'Oreal Age Perfect Tinted Balm. This is kind of my foundation crush right now, and I've tried several high-end foundations lately. I don't like any of them as much as I like this one. Well, maybe the Dior. I do like the new formulation of the Dior Forever Skin Glow. That one I'm pretty happy with. The other high-end foundations, I was just like, I don't know so much. This I love. I'm in the color Fair Light, and they actually sent this to me, which was a good thing because I don't think I ever would have picked this up in the store. There's just something about this packaging, I don't know, it just is not attractive to me, so I don't think I ever would have added it to my cart. But I'm so thrilled they sent it along because I really do love this. What I've said before is it's not perfect, but gosh, it's really, really good. The only thing that I can say that is not a real high favorite with me is that it does take a little while to dry down. In other words, once I put it on, I don't like to put anything else over it right away just because it doesn't dry down as quick as some of my other foundations and can tend to move around. Other than that, it feels so beautiful on the skin. It's hydrating. It feels like skincare, super light, and it covers so well. I mean, look at that. I'm still applying, and you can see it's done a great job of covering up my age spots. And the finish it puts on the skin is so dewy and glowy, which is my favorite look. I know a lot of people prefer a matte finish. I don't. Because I'm a little bit older and just the way my skin is, I prefer something that's just slightly a satin finish, a little dewy and glowy. So now I'm going to press that in with my Sigma sponge, still my favorite sponge. I have been using the Stands Out sponge. It does different things. I like the Stands Out sponge for when I'm all done with my makeup and I'm just pressing all the products in. I'll use that a little bit later in the video and you can see how I apply that sponge. This one is so beautiful for pressing in my foundation and concealer. For concealer today, I'm going to be using the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear. I'm in the color Cool Ivory. I like this concealer. I know it's a favorite for some people. It's not really a favorite for me. Doesn't mean I don't like it. I do. It's just not the one that I reach for all the time. But I thought I would pull it out today and we'll just see how it goes. This is my BK Beauty 205 brush. I'm just going to blend that in. This color is not quite as light as I prefer for my under eyes, which is probably one of the reasons that it's not one of my absolute holy grail favorites, but it does lay down nicely, doesn't crease. I mean, it's a good concealer. High-end. High-end prices, but good concealer. Just going to press it in with my sponge. This little tip on this sponge is so handy for this. That's why I love it so much. And this sponge is a little bit stiffer than, let's say, a beauty blender, which I seem to prefer. I do have a new favorite setting powder, which is a surprise to me because I wasn't even looking for one. This is from Kosas. This is their Cloud Set setting powder. I'm in the color Breezy. I love this for setting my under eyes. I really haven't used a setting powder under my under eyes for a long time because that Beauty Pie Under Eye Genius really does hold on to my concealer. But this is a light enough powder that it really does improve the looks of my under eyes without making them look dry and cakey and just worse. I really do like this stuff. It's a weird powder in the sense that, you know, look at how little product is on my finger from me swirling it around twice. It is so light and so fine. It's just very, very different than any other setting powder I've used. Just going to give my under eyes one more tap out before I put that powder on. Take a small little brush. This is my Refer 04 brush. I really do like that angle for underneath my eye. So I'm going to get some product on my brush, tap it off, and then just really lightly go under my eyes with that. And you can see it really does improve the look of my under eyes. It doesn't make them look heavy or cakey. See, you guys, my hair's sticking out. I don't know what it's doing today. I'm so excited about this next product. I fell in love right away. This is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. Have you tried this? This is so good, and honestly, it is as good to me. Now, this is the second time I'm using it, so maybe I'm being a little bit over the top, but this seems as good to me as my high-end bronzers, my KVD, my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand, which is absolutely my favorite, and the cream contour that I've been using from Fenty Beauty in the color Amber. Those are my three favorites until I tried this, and this is a drugstore price. It's so inexpensive. This is so very good. I want you to watch how it goes on the skin and then how it blends in. So I used my fingers at first and then I just decided I'm going to use a brush. So that's what I've been doing. This is a stipple brush from Real Techniques. I'm not sure if this stipple brush is still in their line. I don't see it on their website, or at least I don't remember seeing it. And I can use this underneath my chin just like that one from Fenty Beauty that was much more expensive than this one. And it just looks so great. This is in the color Tan Lines, and I think this might be one of the lightest colors in the line. At least this was the lightest color that I saw when I was in my local Ulta. So I'm just going to use this underneath my chin to kind of create a shadow down there, make my chin look a little bit firmer, and then just tap it out around my face. And it just looks so pretty. I love the sheerness of it and how it just creates that nice, beautiful shadowing. Don't you just love a great drugstore product? I just love that. Now I'm going to take my sponge and I'm just going to press that in around the edges to make sure that it's really blended in and seamless as it works its way into my foundation. Today I'm going to use contour and bronzer, and the reason I'm using bronzer too is because I love this so much, and I've talked about it a lot, but I really am thrilled about this for the summer. This is the Revlon Skin Lights. This is a bronzer that has a little bit of glow to it, which I thought, oh no, bad news. And then I tried it and ended up loving it. It looks so very pretty. I'm not going to use a whole lot, but I'm just going to get a little bit on my e.l.f. tapered brush, and it just adds a little bit of warmth and glow to the skin that is so pretty. I think great for the summer months. I go over my nose a little bit just to give a little bit of the sun-kissed glow in those areas. Now we get to hop into the first product from Merit Beauty. This is a cream blush. The color is Cheeky, and I swatched this on my hand when I first unpackaged it. Isn't that pretty? So beautiful. I love that color. Kind of a dusty pink rose tone. Has a little bit of shimmer and glow to it. I'm excited to see what this looks like on the cheeks. I don't know if I should just go right in. I guess I'm going to use a brush because I'm not sure. So I'm just going to take my brush right here on the product, and I don't know how pigmented this is going to be. Just start tapping that in. Ooh, that's pretty. Wow. You know, that tone is so unique. It's kind of a combination of a pinky wine tone, a little dusty. Oh, it's really nice. Going on very smoothly. I like the way it looks over this foundation. Look at that. How pretty is that? Wow, that is gorgeous. So this is the color Cheeky. I didn't check to see what other colors they have in the line, but I'm really pleased with this one. I guess we're just going to have to put up with this hair thing. All right. For highlight today, I pulled out the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. This is such a good highlight. It's really great for mature skin because it's a cream product. I don't think this gets enough love. There are so many beautiful highlighters out there. I can see why this gets overlooked. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. This is like way too much. And tap that on top of my cheeks. What I love about this is that it's really a very, very subtle highlight, but so pretty. Blends in really beautifully. Doesn't sit on top of the skin. I'll put just a little bit on the front of the cheeks. Can't resist. And my nose. Always my nose. Gosh, I'm really pleased with how the complexion is looking. I think that blush is beautiful. Hands down, gorgeous. So very pretty, and I think very flattering. I'm going to jump into eyeshadow now. I'm going to do a very simple look today, just a one and done, and use the Charlotte Tilbury Star Aura palette. I love this palette. You could use almost each one of these for a one and done look, or put together a more complicated look and it's going to look gorgeous. This is a great formula for mature lids because it's so very sheer and I don't have any problem with it creasing. So I'm just going to dip my brush. This is the Angie 503 brush in this color right up here. Tap it off, make sure that my paint pot painterly is all tapped in, and that's just going to go over both lids from the movable lid up into the crease and almost up to the eyebrow. Just a real quick soft look today. Now I'm going to take my finger and dip into that same color. By tapping it on with my finger, I'm going to get a little bit more depth and shimmer from that color because it's just a little thicker application. Now I'm going to take that same brush and dip into this kind of topper shade right here. This is a little bit of a shimmer shade. It's not over the top, and I think it works really well for more mature skin. It just gives kind of a beautiful glow to the eyes. And isn't that just the most beautiful, subtle eyeshadow look? I mean, it's so quick and so very pretty. It's almost as though you can't mess it up. I have an eyebrow gel here from Merit. This is in the color Blonde, and look at that packaging. Isn't it so very pretty? I do like the fact that they're very clean, they're very conscientious about their product ingredients, and they also have gorgeous packaging. It just makes it feel like so much more yummy and delicious to use the products. So we have a tiny little brush here on a short little stick. stem. I'm just going to brush this into my brows. It does have some color to it. This is the color Blonde, which is a little bit darker than I'm used to. Does it look dark to you guys? So as that dries down, I'll let you guys know if it really holds the brows in place. I'm going to curl my lashes with my Rever eyelash curler and tightline with the Lay Liner from L'Oreal, and then we'll be right back to try the new mascara. I'm really kind of interested in this mascara because it's a tubing mascara. I know those are few and far between. The nice thing about a tubing mascara is that they don't flake and they don't rub off. They don't come off until you apply warm water to them at the end of the evening. That's why a lot of people really love a tubing mascara for their lower lashes. I don't ever use mascara or anything on my lower lashes just because I don't want to draw any attention to that area of my face. I want to keep all the focus on the upstairs area of my eyes where it just looks a little bit more lifted. But if you do use mascara on the lower lashes, if you haven't tried a tubing mascara, you might give that a whirl because they really do work well for that area. This is in the color Perfect Black, and again, how pretty is this packaging? I can tell you I am so impressed with how they put this line together. It really does feel very luxurious and very, very pretty. So we have a standard mascara wand. It looks like it's traditional bristles. It's the regular bristles, not the rubber ones. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply this to one eye, and I'm not using a primer today. I just want to use this mascara and see how it does. Definitely a lengthening mascara and very light fluttery lashes. So you can see one coat on this eye and no mascara on this eye. Isn't that pretty? Let me go ahead and put on 2 coats on each eye and we'll see how it looks. I can say this formula is going on so smoothly. I haven't had any clumping. It really is a beautiful formula. Kind of surprised. I'm generally not a fan of mascaras. There's very few that I think are wonderful. Here we have 2 coats on both lashes. Wow. This is so beautiful. It really is rare for me to love a mascara right away. I really do like this one. I don't know if it's love yet. I have to see how it wears, but it went on so beautifully and so easily. And look at the length of that mascara. 0 clumping, and that never happens for me. Never, never, never. This just went on beautifully. This is 2 coats. Now on this second coat, I focused primarily on the ends of my lashes to create a little bit more length, but really, really beautiful. To finish off the complexion, I'm going to use my Hourglass Dim Light Finishing Powder. I'm kind of trying these to see how I like them. You know, the Milani Prep Set and Glow, which has been my crush for a couple of years, has been discontinued. I know, I can't believe it either. So I'm trying other finishing powders to see how I like them. This is in Dim Light. Did I already say that? I can't remember. And I'm just going to smooth that all over the face. Just gives a subtle glow, kind of a little softening filter, just makes everything just set down a little bit nicely. And then I'm going to take my Stands Out sponge and just press everything in. For setting spray today, I'm going to use a new love. This is the Milani Make It Last. This is a nice setting spray. Good sprayer, like the way it works. Now comes the exciting part. I have 3 lipsticks to try. They're all so very pretty. And again, I want to point out the packaging. It is so very elegant and just luxurious. Isn't that just gorgeous? Kind of a clear, transparent covering, and then the tube in here. This first one is in the color Slip, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch all of these on the back of my hand and then try them on too, and then we'll pick one for the finished look. So this is Slip. And you can see it right here. Isn't that gorgeous? A beautiful cool tone nude. No lip liner. We're just going to go straight in with the lipstick. So here's the color Slip. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay, on to the next. This is the color Baby. I'll go ahead and swatch that right next to Slip. These lipsticks, they're kind of a glossy finish, but not real glossy. They're very, very sheer. So you can see this is the first color we tried, and this is the next one called Baby. Here we have Baby. These colors are a little bit sheerer than normal lipsticks. They're really very pretty because they look natural on the skin. On to the next. And this one is called Cabo. Isn't that pretty? A little bit of a warm red, sort of a corally color right there. Isn't that nice? So this is the color Cabo. I don't have anything in my collection that's similar to this. It's kind of a warm brick red. So I'm going to go ahead and use the first color we tried on, Slip, with the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. This is Pillow Talk 2 Medium. I think this is going to look really pretty together. One thing about the Charlotte Tilbury lip liners, they last all day long. So if you have a problem with your lip liners staying, this could be the ticket for you. Here we have the lipstick. Here we have the finished look. All right, I have lots to say. And I'm sure you're not surprised. I'm not sure when I tried another makeup line, lots of different products, and loved almost every single one of them. Wow, I'm so impressed, and that doesn't happen very often. First off, I think this blush is absolutely gorgeous. It's sheer, the color is perfect, it blends into the skin beautifully. Love, love, love this in that kind of dusty pinky color. So gorgeous. Again, this is in the color Cheeky. I really, really do like that. I mean, look at that color. A little bit of glow to it, just so very flattering. And for the summer months, wow. Oh my gosh. And you know what? I almost want to put on just a little bit more, just because it's so very pretty. I mean, look at that. How pretty is that? That is really a gorgeous blush. Of course, now I have to do the other side. It's like kids. You have to do as much for one as you do for the other, right? Absolutely love this mascara so far. It looks beautiful on the eyelashes, really lengthening, so easy to work with. Didn't clump at all, just light, fluttery, long lashes. I'll keep you guys posted and I'll put a comment down below on how it wore for the day. This is a tubing mascara, so it comes off a little differently at night. You just put warm water on your eyelashes and you kind of move it back and forth and the little tubes just fall out. You have to clean your sink, so keep that in mind. But really a fan of this so far. I'll keep you posted on how it works out throughout the day. The one product that I like, but I can't say that it's something different or something special, is the Eyebrow Gel. It doesn't really feel like my eyebrows are set down as well as some of the other products that I've been using. I am not a big fan of high-end eyebrow products because I think there's so much good at the drugstore for a very affordable price. So while I like this Eyebrow Gel, I can't say that I'm over the moon and it's something that I feel like you have to get. I do think the lipstick formula from Merit is something a little bit special, and we all know that lipsticks are my deal. I just love lipsticks. You can never have too many lipsticks. That to me is a fact. That's a scientific fact. I like this formula because it's a little bit sheer, but they're very creamy and they feel really good on the lips. This one is setting down really nicely. I think they're a gorgeous line, and of course the packaging is just stunning. As for the other products I used today, there are really some new absolute favorites in my collection that I just think are so worth the money. Of course, the first is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. Love this. I'm in the color Tan Lines. This is the MAC Painterly in the Paint Pots. Love this for eyeshadow primer. I think it's kind of like my new favorite. The Kosas Setting Powder. This is their Cloud Set Setting Powder. This is the color Breezy. Love, love, love this. The Revlon Skin Lights. This is the glowy bronzer that I used after the e.l.f. Putty Contour. Love this. Just the most beautiful glow on the skin. Perfect for the summer months. Well, I want to thank you for joining me checking out the new line of products from Merit Beauty. I'll have to say, I'm really impressed. I am going to try some of their other products in the line. I really am not familiar with it, so I don't know what else is there. I'm going to check it out and see if I can't get some in. If you're into clean beauty and you're looking for products that really fit the bill, I can tell you most everything I tried today, the mascara, the blush, the lipsticks, loved them. So a big fan so far of the Merit Beauty line. I'm so glad you could join me. I hope you found this fun, useful, and helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You guys know it just tickles me when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. Make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.